Project deliveries has been all project delivery on time is always a critical part for the clients as well as the service providers. What are the main reasons behind it? Let's find out those reasons and also to understand the solutions. Hi, this is Vivek Katheria. I'm an experienced individual. Hi, this is Vivek Katheria. I'm an engineer turned sales professional turned travel technology coach. As an experienced individual, I'm on a mission to help 10,000 travel agencies by advising them I'm on a mission as an experienced individual. I'm on a mission to reach 10,000 travel agencies by advising them the right advices. I'm on a mission to reach 10,000 travel agencies to help them identifying the right technology. As an experienced individual, I'm on a mission to, as an experienced individual, I'm on a mission to reach 10,000 travel agencies to help them finding the right technology. So either you are a startup, medium or a small organization, not able to figure out where to start, what are the issues, what are the things we need to choose on to go for a technology, I'm definitely can help you. My videos can help you out. Don't hesitate on those parts of it. Let's understand the five. I have actually narrowed down. I have narrowed down those all uh, as per my small knowledge. I have narrowed down those all points into five main points, which actually goes around and around. Like one important point. The first important point is you are not sure what you want. You hear me out. Actually, that's a true. That's one of the truths. The first point is you don't know what you need. This is one of the important points which you need to understand being a client. Your requirements need to be clearly defined. But what you say is, I want something like Expedia. I want something like booking.com. That's it. There is booking.com. You just see that and just give me something like that. Whereas this is one of the important points which you need to understand. Your requirement need to be clearly defined in a single in a piece of paper in a black and white. If you are giving exact document to the client, the first point of your project delivery getting delayed is you really don't know what you need. Have you ever described the requirement in a detailed format to your clients? No. What happens is, as per my experience, sales experience into IT industry for almost 15 years, I have seen whenever I reach to the client and ask them, can you share me your requirement? Yes, the requirement is I am looking for a B2C solution. I'm looking for flight suppliers to hotel suppliers, one payment gateway, and the back office. That's it. That's 5-6 lines of requirement as something which you are looking out of your travel. If this is the five, so that's the five. That's it. This is the small requirement which you are sharing with the client, and on the basis of same requirement, the IT developer has actually given you a. Okay, I will deliver that into 30 days. No problem, sir. It's a very small requirement. I can deliver that. But what happens when it goes long, and when the project? What happens when the project gets started developing? And then you see and they say, it does not have the feature which I'm looking for. It does not have this feature which is in booking.com. It does not have a feature which is in expedia.com. It does not have a feature which is in hotels.com or maybe fly-in or maybe Tazawal or maybe somewhere else. What your developer can do that? He can't do anything because you have never shared those things into his requirement document. So guys, the important point is you need to be clear with your requirement. If you're facing some So guys, you need to be clear in your requirement in a very detailed scope. Jot down, divide those things into multiple segments, and further you can elaborate them and make them so comprehensive. The more comprehensive your requirement is, you will be very close to the exact tight guide. The more comprehensive the requirement is, your delivery will be very specific to the timelines and the delivery deadlines. Second thing, do you really have a project manager who understands the business and processes, both the sides? You need to have one if you really want to have your project delivery to be completed on the right time. But what generally happens is, you are a one-man person, or maybe you are the business owner, you really want to get involved into day-to-day things, but you are also involved into your business. I have seen with me, with a lot of deliveries which I have done, when we as IT developers or any IT developer, when an IT developer needs some input from your side, he sent an email to you for a review, for your feedback or something. Today, you might not have seen it today because you were busy in your business. After 2 days, you were seeing that, and then you replied for that. At the time when you replied for that, the time you replied on the email from the IT developer, maybe the IT developer was actually busy into some other project, because all the IT companies work parallelly with 3-4 projects to deliver at the same time. And that's how it is getting delayed, because for you your business is important rather than this particular delivery, because your experience is not in this field. I recommend to have a dedicated project manager, which is very important. Somebody who understands your business processes. So again, please understand this point. The project manager does not necessarily need to be into IT field. He should only understand the travel business processes. That's it. If you understand travel business processes very well, he's the right person to control and to manage your project fully. Third point, why do you want to force, and why are you in hurry up in terms of the project need to get delivered fast? So then now comes to point number 3. Now please understand this point. There are 2 more points which I'm going to tell, and then I'll also let you know some basic solutions on it. Please watch the full video to understand all the points and the solutions also. Now point number 3, every point is connected internally with each other. The point number 3 is the timeline which is being given by your IT developer. The detail the requirement is, your timeline will be very specific. Slightly, of course, 5-10% on and off will be always there, because there are a lot of reasons behind it in terms of the suppliers, and lot of factors comes in. Whereas again, so apart from that, once it is connected with the first part, which is the detailed requirement. So if you have a detailed requirement, of course the IT developer can actually read each point, and accordingly they can define the delivery timelines for that solution. Okay, but still, if the IT developer is saying, this project I will deliver into 3 months, this project I will deliver into 6 months, but you will always say, no, I want it hurry, I really want this to be very quick, very quick. In that case, what he'll say, he also need to do the business. He can't tell you exactly, no, it is not happening into 6 months. He will always say, yes sir, I can do it into 4 months. Okay, let's do this, let's start that 4 months. But what happens after 4 months? Because the still time delivery was, the exact time delivery was 6 months, which he was already knowing, and he told you the right number, but it's because of you who actually reduced it. So there is no point of forcing an IT developer. If he has given you an exact timeline, this project will be get delivered into 6 months, just consider that and start doing that. Of course, in that case, it will be delivered on the time, because they calculate all the man hours versus the new features. Fourth point is here. You also come out every new day, because again, the requirement is not, the scope is not clear. That's why every new day, every alternate day, the time when you is actually, the fourth point is you always come every day when you wake up, the new idea comes in your mind, and you think, oh, that need to be implemented into my solution as well. And you just go to the IT developer and say, hey guys, this is a new concept, this is some new idea which I want to put into my system, and let's do this, okay? And which is already not had been incorporated, and which and that point is not already incorporated into the scope already. So of course the new point which are coming up, the delivery timeline will also pass on, because you never know the point which you have asked for in between the project. The dependencies are more onto the dependency of that particular point has the dependency of that particular feature which you're asking will be on multiple segments or multiple part of the solution. So you never know exactly how much time it will take to implement that particular idea. So again, this particular point is also again takes you back to the first point. The scope is the one of the most important point to get the things clear and on time. Let's reach to the fifth point. Okay, I want to launch the unique product in the market. I want to launch something which has been not done by anybody else in the market. I want to launch a fully functional, robust product to in the market. Guys, just to tell you, none of the company who is successful right now in the market, be it if you talk about in travel, Expedia, Tazawul, hotels, booking.com, or maybe if I talk about some other industries like Salesforce, like Lead Square, like Joho, like HubSpot. A lot of companies are there who have launched the product. Products are evolving every day. The most important thing which you need to keep in your mind is the product should be launched in a fully working functional as a basic operation. We call that as MVP, minimum viable product, need to be launched at the first. And then as you go in the market, you can keep on evolving and enhancing your product on a day-to-day basis. Because in that case, you will actually understand the real part, customer behaviors, customer feedbacks, and on the basis of that, you can improve the product on a day-to-day basis in a go. There is nothing called there is nothing like we should actually launch something which is a minimum viable product and then keep on evolving on a day-to-day basis. And lastly, not the least, and there is another okay, so there is one more point, actually, the last point. There's one more point which just came in my mind, is the suppliers. Your project delivery is also. So there is another point which is point number 6, and there will be more point which I'll be keep adding on to it. There is another point which is the last point, and there is a 6th point which is suppliers. So there is another point which is also plays a role into deliveries, is the suppliers. We can't forget them, we can't neglect them, because if your system is not dependent on the suppliers and third parties, it can be delivered quickly. But whereas when it comes to online booking engines, where they are connected to the live APIs, the system delivery is also dependent and on the supplier side of it, because every supplier with whom you are dealing, they have their own set of time to respond, to reply, and they have the long queue to work with multiple providers. So they are also going to delay in a lot of things in terms of the response, or in terms of certification, in terms of your commercial agreement. Those things is also which is actually going to delay. So please do manage those things in advance, and it will help you. Okay, guys. So let's figure out those points, and let's recap and let's understand the solutions. Let's recap these things and understand the solutions for them also. So the first point is the scope clarity need to be there. Second, there should be a project manager, basically who understand the travel processes. The third is The timelines need to be the given timeline from this company need to be understand. There is no point of forcing them to deliver the project quickly. The fourth point is, again, there is nothing, once the project scope is free, we need not to come every day and add more into that. And the fifth point is, and the fifth point is, and the fifth, and the, and the, and the fifth point is, and the fifth point is to define our minimum viable product launch definition. Okay, guys. So let's understand the solutions, what the solutions could be. In terms of scope, if you're really facing some issues in the scope identification, do drop me an email. My email ID is vivekkacheria@gmail.com. Whereas I can actually give you one specific format. Using that format, it will be very easy for you to define the scope into a detailed manner, right? I'll be really happy to help that thing. Project managers, no need to go for a very experienced individual or something. Somebody who has experience into trial processes, he will be a right person. Anybody who is already working into trial process, he's the right person to work as a project manager, because his job is mainly to understand, as per the trial process, does the application functioning in the same way or not. The third thing is supplier side of it. If you talk about, in case of suppliers, two things you can do. One is, as soon as the idea comes in your mind, okay, I'm looking forward for the IT system implementation, start talking to your suppliers. And you need not to reinvent the wheel here. The supplier with whom you're already working, they know your potential. They can be better negotiated with you. Just go to them and ask them, I'm looking for an IT developer and starting for a system. Please advise me what are the formalities. So this way, your formalities will be done in advance. Yes, of course, the close relationship with your suppliers, because they know that how much business you are giving to them, they can push with their team to get finished the certification and the processes quickly. This way you can help it out. Guys, so quickly, these are the things which I understand. Guys, these are the quick things which I thought to share with you as per my experience. Do bring into my notice if something I have forgotten. I will be really happy to put my thoughts and create a video for you again on that. If during this whole process, during this whole video, if really like this, during the whole video, if you really liked it, please like it, comment it. If you think maybe it is not for you, but any of your friend or somebody in your network, it can help you, please share with them on WhatsApp or maybe on the LinkedIn or Facebook or somewhere else. If you think there is something which is going in your mind and you want a clarity on that particular point, just write it on in the comment below. I'll be actually replying on that, and I'll also try to make a video on it. Thank you guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my LinkedIn and also my Facebook, and also as well as in Insta. I'll be keep uploading those videos for you to grow, for me to grow, and to help everybody in the organization, everybody in the industry.